Hi, thanks for pressing play on this video. We're going to talk about flexibility today. When it comes to playing trumpet, there are a few things that people need to understand. Without proper wind support and wind control, it's nearly impossible to play the trumpet the way it was supposed to be played. When you're talking about flexibility, same principle applies. Imagine a surfer in the ocean riding a wave. Without wind blowing the water, the surfer has nothing to surf on top of. And when we're talking about flexibility and playing the trumpet in general, the same concept applies. Without proper wind support, it's going to be very difficult to be flexible. That's because the notes need something to sit on top of, and that's going to be your wind. So just to practice proper wind control, I want you to blow cool air on your hand right now. It's going to look like this. Now blow warm air onto the palm of your hand. It's going to look like this. The difference between those two, if you look at the opening of my mouth, we also call that the aperture when we're playing the trumpet. The aperture is more close when I'm blowing cool air. And when I'm blowing warm air, the aperture is wide open. That's the whole concept of playing a slur. Cool air into warm air, or a close aperture into a wide open aperture. Close aperture represents a high note, and an open aperture represents a low note. So blow cool air in your hand and go straight to warm air right away. It's going to look like this. That's it. Do it again. All right, so that's one thing. Secondly, we have to think about tongue position, because it's the combination of proper tongue position and wind control that'll help you reach your desired result. So say E with me right now. E. Now say ah. Ah. All right. Now pay attention to the position of your tongue in your mouth when you say E compared to ah. Say it again. E is first. E, ah, E, ah. E represents the high note, and ah represents a lower pitch, I should say. Okay. So now we have two concepts that we're putting together. E represents a higher pitch, and so does a close aperture or cool air when we're blowing in our hand. Both of those represent a higher pitch. Now, obviously, when we play trumpet, our mouth isn't going to be wide open, like that. So we're going to, of course, keep our corners firm, of course, but we're just going to apply the concept of an open aperture for a lower pitch and a close aperture for a higher pitch. All right, I got the metronome on. Let's go 4 clicks high, 4 clicks low. So you can just do that over and again on your own. And slide down into the low note. Now, if you can already do that, I recommend going mid, low, and back up to mid. Finally, once you have all that together, you're ready to put the mouthpiece onto the trumpet. Same concept. I want you to remember this, that your body is the real instrument, and everything that comes out of the trumpet is an amplifier of what your body is producing. So it's important to control your wind without the trumpet. And then when you add the mouthpiece and then finally you come back to the trumpet, it's just an amplification of what your body is producing. So if something isn't quite right, go back to the fundamental things. We're going to play this through the 7 positions on the trumpet. If that's too easy for you, go ahead and go mid, low, and back up to mid. You can also speed things up a little. If you're looking for more challenging slurs, there are a lot of great books out there, like the Earl Irons Method, and of course the Armin's book. Go ahead and check those out. Now remember, if you control your wind, then you control the trumpet. If you have great wind, then you have better intonation. And if you practice with the metronome and you're successful playing these slurs, you'll have better time. Thanks for pressing play on this video. Subscribe to the channel for more great tutorials just like this one. My name is Chris Davis. You can find me right here on YouTube on Trumpet Lessons HQ. God bless you.